Most of us like to think that, if we had the chance, we could hold our own on the basketball court with NBA players. But the truth is, the gap between an average player and a pro is enormous, and comedian Gary Owen learned that lesson firsthand, thanks to one of the greatest point guards in NBA history, John Stockton. Owen shared the hilarious but humbling story during a recent appearance on Richard Jefferson's Trippin podcast. The 51-year-old comedian took the hosts back to the late 1990s, specifically the Lockout shortened 1998-99 NBA season. At the time, the league was in the middle of a strike, which meant players couldn't participate in organized games. So to stay in shape, many NBA guys played pickup basketball instead. One of them was Utah Jazz forward Brian Russell, who also happened to be friends with Gary Owen. Russell was doing a New Year's Eve comedy show in Salt Lake City and invited Owen to perform. Afterward, he told the comedian he was heading to a pickup game and asked if he wanted to come watch. Naturally, Owen said yes. When they arrived, Owen realized something unexpected: there were only 9 players. That made him the 10th man. Suddenly, he wasn't just a spectator. He was about to step on the court with members of the Utah Jazz, including none other than John Stockton. At just 22 years old, Owen was pumped. He recalled thinking, "Oh my God, I'm about to be discovered. They're going to be like, where did this guy come from?" He even started doing layup drills, imagining the possibility of showing off his dunking skills, although he admitted he couldn't really dunk in a game. But just as the game was about to start, reality came crashing down. Stockton looked over, pointed at Owen, and asked, "Who's that?" Someone replied, "That's Brian's friend. He's a comedian." Without hesitation, Stockton shut it down, saying, No, he's not playing." The rejection was swift and final. Owen's dream of balling with NBA greats ended before it even began. At first, he was disappointed. But Stockton later explained his reasoning, and it actually made perfect sense. With the NBA strike still in effect, players had no idea when the season might resume. Stockton didn't want to risk getting hurt because of a collision with someone who wasn't a professional athlete. Owen admitted Stockton was right. The Jazz were a championship contending team at the time, and for Stockton, every pickup game was serious preparation. The thought of potentially injuring himself against a comedian and jeopardizing the season was just not worth it. Looking back, Owen can laugh about the whole thing. He recognizes that, had he played, there were really only 2 possible outcomes: either Stockton and the Jazz stars would have run circles around him, or he might have gotten lucky and done something memorable, giving him an even crazier story to tell.